Prophet, baby. Back with another video. Got a quick little message for y'all this morning. I hope y'all spirits high, thankful, grateful. We know the routine, man. Pray, and we get to stay. It's for whoever need a head, man. Despite your situation, despite what you think you have, despite what you think you know or the situation you think you in, understand this. Everything that you looking for is inside. If you're trying to find something from on the outside, it ain't gonna work. We don't need validation from our exterior. It's the interior that we work on. Everything else falls into play for itself. We all are viewed the exact same way in the eyes of God. The exact same way. So nobody should feel left out or none of that. Matter of fact, each and every one of us, when we eat an orange, we peel it to get to the middle of it. And that's the same with us and ourselves. We got to work on ourselves. Sometimes we'll get mad and it's not necessarily the person. It's just something within us that is dissatisfied, that's unattended to. Your faith lies in God, man. We don't need, it's cool to get kudos, but don't wake up looking for kudos. You wake up and you look up, man. Same place you pray to. That's how we walk. That's how we can close our eyes and we can still make it. God knows where your intentions lie. There's a difference between actions and intentions, and we need to understand that. When we come to a place of fully understanding, fully being observed our whole path and all these emotions and encounters that we had, then we can say that we mastered that side. But until then, every single day, God wakes us up. It's something in the play for us. I want y'all to think about how many souls they have on this earth. And think about how God said he made us all different, but he looked at us all the same. You ain't found your path yet if your intestines ain't smiling. If you ain't smiling from within, you ain't found that sense of peace that you need. Trials and tribulations, that's daily. An encounter don't switch your mood. An encounter just challenges your train of thought. Sometimes we gotta understand it, grasp it, and keep it with us. Fill that knowledge bank up, man, so we can know how to maneuver out here. We all walk on our individual paths, but we all are meant to cross paths. We all are meant to enter each other's lives for one reason or another. We don't need to question the design. Like, it ain't the chair don't make the king. The chair don't make the king. So work on ourselves, man. People observe, people understand, people know, and it's time that we just mean what we say and back up what we mean. If a person looking at you and looking at your flaws, that can't be somebody that's used to succeeding and making progress. If all they can do is spot flaws. We're supposed to lift each other up. We all come out with the veil. We all come out encountering these dark spirits We all have to walk that path to where we, like I say, get tired of whatever that is. And that's what makes us change. Nobody can make us change. No prophet words can't make you change. All it is the spirit moving through prophet. You might hear something that just might register with you. I heard things for years and years and years. Some things I still wrestle with trying to understand because I try to think with that logic before I was awakened to the illusions, you know? That's just habits. That's why we got to work on ourselves each and every day. Each and every day. You woke up this morning, that's a reason to smile. You ain't lost your breath or your step since you've been listening, that's another reason to smile, man. You got some business to go tend to today. You got some people to see. You got somebody that care about you. That's another reason to smile. If you got the frame of mind to where you actually thinking beneficial, thinking betterment, that's a reason to smile, man. And the ultimate reason to smile is who your heavenly Father is. That's a big feat. Nobody woke you up this morning but God. You could have got 100 people to set your clock. God will make the clock don't even go off. And it's time we wake up and understand that. It's cool to want to do what we do and think we got it and all this here, but without the approval of our higher power, our higher self, we misleading ourselves. Put our faith in no man. That's people, but it starts with us. It starts with us putting the faith in ourselves. That's why we let ourselves down way more than people let us down, because we allow this train of thought to come into our head and we hold on to it. It turns into a thought, turns into a habit, and it just sinks in with our being. And when we challenge with anything other than what we perceive through our opinions, that's where the problem come in at. That's where the differences come in at. That's when we can't agree, or people ain't with us because they don't view it how we view it. Somebody that's 5 years old is just not gonna grasp the concept of something that's given to somebody that's 60 years old. It doesn't work like that, and we got to understand that. The person that you talking to, it ain't that they don't know. They just haven't came into that knowing yet, into that time frame for them to know it. You know, our consciousness, it gets unlocked slowly but surely. But right now is a big shift of consciousness right now in the world. Consciousness, energy, everything, man, is allowing us to perceive things better. It's allowing us to see things beforehand. Don't let nobody break your motivation, man. God gave you willpower. God gave you breath. God gave you strength, mobility, speech. You got all kind of things to work with. Once we become better, once we hook up with our higher self is going to walk us in the direction we need to go. Period. Point blank. Remember this. They say you can lead the horse to the well, but you can't make him drink and all this. Listen to prophet. If the horse thirsty, you going to meet him at the trough. It's cool for us to sometimes sacrifice a drink for another person to drink, but we should never sacrifice our drink for somebody that's not even thirsty, that don't even want to drink. We never supposed to do that. And it's these emotions and all these feelings that allows us to become vulnerable to situations like that. That's why we supposed to control every feeling that we come across. It The first time, some of us. Second time, I mean, it all depends. But the ultimate bottom line gonna be we have to understand it, not encounter it over and over again without assessing it and seeing it, looking deeper into it. You know, you got people that look at another person and never said a word to the person, but don't like the person because the way the person dressed, the color they wearing, you know, the way they hair fixed. I'm talking about like that's real. That's immature brains, man. When we act like that, like we really be acting out of immaturity. Like, and a lot of people think that just because we a certain age and we grow up and all that, we automatically mature, and it don't go like that. Maturity is something that you grow into through your knowledge and your consciousness. That's what that is. It ain't no I'm 45 and I'm mature now. I'm grown. We say grown, you know. I used to say grown, but like we still make immature actions. We do that, and if we don't assess them, it puts us in a bad place. Because once we do something over and over and over again, once it's embedded within us as far as a belief go, it's hard to get us out of that frame of mind. We automatically become closed-minded when it comes to somebody challenging what we feel. And what you feel within is not going to always be right until you have accepted God and you understand that process. Because just like you got good spirits whispering to you, you got bad spirits whispering to you too. The bad spirit gonna say shoot them. The good spirit gonna say, man, you know what you get if you do that. You know better than that. It's a simple process, but we have to be elevated and evolved in consciousness to truly get it. We walk in darkness for a long time. We find the light. Darkness is always around because everybody's switch is not on. Some people ain't even care to even call the light company to even get lights. You know, like we living in that type of world. And when it's going in, we don't know, but like it's understood. Hold on a second. It's understood as far as us being better.